You did good. John C. and Tanil.
Which action should the project manager take? A project has the following characteristics. To determine what product should be created, a feasibility study has been conducted. A change request has now been approved to develop another product that contradicts the original requirements. And data analysis was conducted before the change request was approved. So which action should the project manager take?
There's a lot of bullets in this, dude. Like, what would you, so what's happening here? Like they did a feasibility study, then it seems like they changed their mind and they did a change request. First of all, do you think this is an agile project or a waterfall project? Any idea?
A waterfall.
Why is that?
They're using change requests instead of just kind of flowing with the changes.
Love it. Love it. Well done. So like in this situation, to look at the answers, like, what are you doing, man? Next. Any idea?
I don't know. I kind of got to read it again.
Read it again, dude. Read it again. Read it again. I'm sorry.
Right.
Go.
So we need to determine what product should be created. So they had a feasibility study. They had a change request. It's approved to develop another product that contradicts the original requirements. And now data analysis was conducted before the change request was approved. So which action should the project manager take? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So well, I can look at the,
Yeah, let's go to A. Don't look at the chat.
all right.
Go to A. Yeah.
So A, execute the change request.
What do you think?
I don't know if I would do that.
What would hold you? Okay, that's reasonable. So you have a little apprehension to execute it. What in the question? You don't have to go too deep. What's making you think, maybe not?
Well, because the initial product was one thing, and then they changed it, and it contradicts with the original requirements. So it doesn't really match up.
Okay.
So probably wouldn't do A.
Okay.
B, decline the change request. I probably wouldn't decline it without talking to some other people.
Okay, that's reasonable. If it had another little bullet thing, it said you went and talked to people that you trusted or subject matter experts or whatever, and they concur that they don't like this change request, period. Like, would you then go like decline it?
Well, doesn't it have to go to like, oh, never mind.
Say it.
I was going to say like a change review board or something like that.
Change control board. Yeah. I love it. Why do you think it goes to that board?
Well, is that where they approve it?
True.
So it's already been done then.
Oh, shoot. It's been approved. Well done. So therefore what?
So I wouldn't decline it.
You wouldn't decline it because they already approved it, right? It's like,
yeah.
Can a project manager decline a change request just in generalities, just help everybody out? Can they do that? So like legal?
No.
Correct. It's not legal or whatever.
Not advisable.
Yeah. Keep it rolling. C, what do you think?
C, ask for a detailed report of the data analysis. Yeah, I like that one.
Because it gets you some information, get you something to put your hands on. Okay. Give you some validation. Okay. I'll hang on to it.
D, ask for a feasibility study of the new product. I mean, kind of like that one.
Kind of like that one. All right, sweet. So if you picked one of those, let's just go with D for fun. Like
Okay.
you get that feasibility study, they hand it to you, it's thick, it's hot off the printer or whatever. Like you look at it, what are you going to do next?
I don't know.
Okay. You just be like, I'm going to lunch. Like, that's
Yeah.
cool. All right, I can dig it. So you're on C and D. Love it. Tanil, what are you thinking, ma'am?
I am thinking A,
A. Okay.
because everything has already kind of been covered. Now, probably the person that I am, I would probably still want to see the study, and that's just to kind of confirm. But I mean, it looks like everything has been verified. So I would say the next step would be to just go ahead and execute the change.
Just go ahead and do it. Even if you disagree with it?
Well, I'm saying what I would do in the real world.
Yeah. You and I both live in the real world. I'm cool with it. Like you're saying in the real world, you would execute it.
I would ask for the study.
Oh, in the real world, you'd ask for the study, but in the fake world, you'd do A. Is that right? I don't want to put words in your mouth. Like,
Yeah.
You're obligated to make the change because it's gone through the process. You can document your suspicions about the change in the log or whatever, or maybe assess a new risk involved in it. But if it's gone through the process, you're not above the whole project. You're part of the team. You got to carry it through.
let's ask Spencer, what are you thinking, man? Like they went through, they made a big change, they got it approved by the powers that be. Are you just going and executing it, or are you saying, hey, I want to, before I do something, I want to see the paperwork? Or what are you thinking, man?
I know that a project manager should be above board and look at everything, but if I ask for all them other things, who's I'm gonna take it to anyway? The changes had already been made, so I mean approved, so I got to execute it. I would think.
Yes, sir. All right. So you're just saying like, hey, man, like, and probably if you're the project manager and you're in the game, you were probably in the thought process of like putting the papers together for these big guys to sign off on. They probably like, you got to make sure you got your ducks in a line in a sense. So it's like, we got to do it now. Yeah, it might not be what we want, or it might be confusing or whatever. We got to do it. Okay. That seems reasonable. Let's get, and Andrew's on it as well. Angela, I think, agreed. Angela, what are you thinking? Lincoln?
Yeah, I mean, we've already gone through the change control board. They've done a detailed data analysis feasibility report. If I wasn't involved, I would definitely ask for the report and feasibility study to understand. However, there are some very smart people at the table who have determined that this will move forward. So I would want to understand, but I would move forward with execution. So I would say A.
Okay, cool. And Justin, you said when you read the question, if you reordered certain things, I don't like, it made more sense. How did it make more sense to you, man?
Because they're delivering information kind of out of sequence, which throws you off. Like if you break down the first bullet, I'll just start from the top to determine what kind of product should be created. So they're talking about more than one product. A feasibility study has been conducted. So that leads you to believe that they're actually talking about both products. A change request has now been approved to develop another product that contradicts the original requirements. So of those two products, they're talking about that. But then the third bullet says data analysis was conducted before the change request was approved. Well, if you're following process, that analysis is going to be analyzed. It's going to be reviewed before that decision's made. So if you flop the second and third bullet and read it that way, to determine what product should be created, a feasibility study has been conducted. Data analysis was conducted before the change request was approved. A change request has now been approved to develop another product that contradicts the original requirements. The way that I read it and the way it flows, it leads me to believe that we've counted out decline. In that process, a detailed report of the data analysis has already been there. That's what helped determine what was going to be done. And the feasibility study itself, you don't need one of the new product because the feasibility study that was conducted was to determine which product should be created. So that data was included in it.
Okay, that seems reasonable. Back to John C. You've heard a lot of things, dude. What are you thinking, dude? You got back from lunch, like in our little past example. You just got back. So what are you doing, man?
Yeah, execute the change request. It sounds like, we can't decline it, and it's already gone through the process, so just execute it. And it looks like, after Justin kind of pointed that out, like the data analysis is already done, so I would probably have seen that also.
No doubt, no doubt. And the thing here is, like, this question is going to be, I don't know, like 11 times on the exam or something like that. And so it's like in our course, we call it like the question with 1,000 faces or whatever. It's like they'll say, hey, something needs to change, but you don't like it, or somebody doesn't like it, or blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, the words that really matter is change request has been approved. If it's been approved, and as long as it's not like poison the well, like, you're doing it. You're just going and doing it. And I love what you said, Andrew. I think it was, hey, if this brings up risks, yeah, let's write them down. Like, this is a risk-laden thing, but we know that, and let's just monitor them. That's the game. But we got to roll with it. So anytime you see this and you're going to say, let's just do it. We're going to do it. That's my job. I'm a soldier. Cool.